So as in this video we are going to complete our KNN after making a project, and this project is going to classify the handwritten digits that we have here, and I have got the digits data set from this. uh, I have also translated our x and y differently. So this is our data first of all, and now if you will see what will x dot shape, if you will see we have basically 1797 examples. These are the number of examples, and then we have a 2D image of 8 by 8. It is a 2D image of 8 by 8. Okay, and it has things like this. So I hope that it is clear to you how it is a 2D image and it is 8 by 8 basically. So what, as we discussed in the last video, that uh, our algorithm can have x0, x1, x2, x3 and multiple number of features. So but this is not going to work as this is a 2D image and we need a 1D array. Okay, so what we can do is we can reshape this into a 1D array. So that's what I'm going to make a change in our algorithm, and every x that we are getting I'm going to reshape it. So xi dot reshape, and the reshape that I'm going to do is in the 64, because 8 times 8 is 64, so that's why I'm reshaping it in this shape. Now it is very easy. Now what we want to do is we want to predict, let's say x8. Okay, and we want to predict what it is going to be the output of this. So let's take KNN, and yeah, we have to call KNN. In this KNN we have to pass our x. Okay, and with x we also need to pass our y, and we also need to pass our x8, or let's take x16. Let's take x16. So we want to find what it is detecting of this number. Okay, but we cannot pass this directly like this. Why we cannot pass it like this? Because we also have to perform the same thing here. So the best way to do this is that what you can do is x equal to x dot reshape, and here we also have to reshape it into 64 with 0. So this is it. Now if we will call this, I think it is going to return a number, and it is saying that it is 6.0. By 6.0 it means that it is predicting our output as 6. Okay, so let's see whether our output is 6 or not. So 16, and as you can see here it is 6. Now let's pass some other number. You can also print it like this, so you will have an idea. Let's take what is x16. So as you can see here it is a 6. Okay, now let's take x20, and x20 it is predicting that it is a 0, and let's take 20, it is a 0, and if you will see x20, so as you can see here it is 0. So our algorithm is very good, but the only problem is here that you can see that for every number that we have to find, it is doing a lot of calculations. Like in this case, what it is doing, it is finding, let's suppose we have 1700 examples. So it is finding the distance from one query point to all of these 1700 example at the runtime. And even in this part, what it is doing, as we have 64 features, so it is doing x0 minus capital X0, you can take it like this, square, plus x1 minus capital X1 square, plus x2 minus capital X2 square. And similarly it is doing like x64 or x63 minus x capital X64 63 square. and then it is taking an under root of this, and it is all doing this, all of this is happening at runtime. So that's why it is very computationally expensive, and it is a good algorithm for beginners, but for major or big projects we do not use this algorithm. So as this was it for this video, and I hope that you understand the disadvantages of this KNN algorithm, but as you can also see that it is very accurate, as we see in this part, like uh, our output for every input was correct. So let's take 1600 or 1600, let's take. So it is predicting that it is 2. Okay, 1600, and it is our output is really 2, and we can also check it by like this. So we need to change it to 1600. So as you can see here, it is a kind of 2. Okay guys, so this was it for this video, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching.